The film opens with a stark, unsettling quiet. A lone figure, Levi Kane, a retired elite sniper, is jarred awake by a distant gunshot, a phantom echo of his past. He is a man haunted, his sleep plagued by vivid, tormenting dreams. Levi Kane sat on the quiet beach, the rhythmic crashing of waves offering little solace to his restless mind. His phone chimed, an unexpected interruption to his solitude. The message was brief, a call to meet a reason to move forward. 4 years had passed since Levi's retirement, yet his reputation still commanded salutes from men in uniform. Now sitting across from a mysterious woman whom he did not even know, he faced the inevitable questions about his past, his precision as a sniper, his service to country and corporations alike, his lack of attachments, all of it laid bare. Levi is summoned by a mysterious figure, a high-ranking spook who lays bare his impressive if chilling record. 113 confirmed kills, a number dwarfed by the probable ones. Levi, a man of few words, confirms the numbers are low. She said him that his family served for military. She said him that she was an extremely rare talent. Why are you wasting that? Levi shrugged. Some corporate shrink said he was not fit for a mission if that was the reason she was asking him. He is a weapon, finely honed, but a weapon without a purpose. He admits to self-medicating with alcohol to dull the edges of his nightmares. He confesses that no reason for him anymore. The man's eyes did not waver. What if she gave him a reason? Yet, a reason is offered. A mission. Levi is sent to a remote, desolate location, shrouded in secrecy. He arrives to find a solitary outpost, West Tower, and his predecessor, JD, a man weary and eager to leave. The job seems straightforward. Maintain the perimeter, ensure the automated turrets were armed, check the containment fences, no contact with the East Tower, no outside communication, no exceptions. Levi quickly learned the truth. The gorge was not meant to keep people out. It was meant to keep a secret hidden from even the highest echelons of power. At long last, my sweet prince has come. Jasper D. Drake, or JD, was eager to hand over the mantle. A year in this place had worn him down. The first night the howls began, hollow men, JD called them. No one knew what they were, but they were not human, not anymore. Their distorted bodies and haunting wails clawed at Levi's mind, threatening to unearth memories he'd spent years burying. The gorge is guarded by automated turrets, cloaking devices that render it invisible to satellites, and a chilling warning, the hollow men. These are creatures, or perhaps something else entirely, that inhabit the gorge, and Levi is told to prevent them from escaping. The story is a patchwork of half-truths and ominous warnings, a decades-long game of telephone. JD's final words are a chilling theory. The gorge is the door to hell, and Levi is standing guard at the gate. JD is free now. A helicopter picked him from the mountains, and the solider on the helicopter thanked him for his services, gave him a headshot by his gun, and threw him in the forest from helicopter, and informed to that high-rank women who offered the Levi. Levi settles into his solitary routine, punctuated by the eerie silence and the occasional radio check. He discovers cryptic messages left by his predecessors, hinting at the true nature of the gorge. Days passed, then he saw her Drasa, the woman from the East Tower, again fall. Against protocol, against orders, he crossed the line. Then he meets Drasa, his counterpart from East Tower. Their meeting is forbidden, but the isolation and the shared mystery draw them together. They find a connection in their shared loneliness, their haunted pasts. They find love. They begin to understand the truth. She was fierce with eyes that burned green in the dim light. They shared meals, stories, pieces of themselves, long kept hidden. It wasn't safe, it wasn't smart, but it was real. Then the hollow men broke through when they both saved each other by protecting from a long distance. One day she was sad when she asked him. He wished that he would be with him that night. He made struggle and went there by a rope, and they enjoyed a good time there. When he was turning back to his base, an explosion cut the rope upon which he fell down in the gorge depth, and she jumped before him to save him. Dragged into the gorge's depths, Levi and Drasa uncovered the dark secret buried within. A biochemical catastrophe from decades past had fused man with beast, spawning creatures that should never have existed. Escaping meant sealing the gorge for good, but it also meant exposing the truth. Together they set their plan in motion. The gorge, they discover, is a site of a failed experiment, a Cold War relic where biochemical weapons were developed and unleashed. The Hollow Men are the result, mutated humans and creatures, trapped and contained. Dark Lake, a shadowy corporation, uses drones to study the hybrid DNA, seeking to create super soldiers. Both of them fight with those experimental soldiers, the creatures called Hollow Man, and they made themselves successful in saving themselves as they pulled a jeep to the high mountain to climb that base. Once they reached there, they decided to escape from there. They know all the truth why that Dark Lake kept them there. He called them and asked them, he knew the truth. Once they reached with their soldiers, they had left, and Levi left a quote there that the sun, the moon, and the truth would not be hidden. Then both of them fired at the specific points to destroy all of that. That high-rank women was one of from the Dark Lake rushed to their helicopter to save their lives, but they could not. A desperate chase, explosions rattling the cliffs, the gorge collapsing in on itself as sirens wailed and alarms blared. The world had finally turned its eye on the forgotten horror hidden in the earth. As the dust settled, Levi disappeared. The world believed him dead, but Drassa knew better. She waited months later in a quiet cafe in France. Levi walked through the door, a slow smile spread across Drassa's lips. Was late, she murmured. Levi reveals his past. He was not chosen for his skill, but for his lack of attachments. Now he has everything to live for. They vow to expose the truth, to ensure the secrets of the gorge are never again used to create monsters. They embrace, finding solace and a future in each other's arms.